Hello everyone, and welcome to a new episode of Fall Guys, and you'll probably, well, I hope you'll be able to tell, I'm quite ill. Yeah. But here we go anyway. So if you remember, if you saw the last episode, I said I went to London with some of my friends, and we played lots of games and did lots of touristy stuff. But when I got back, I felt quite ill, and London can be bad for that. And out of precaution, I did one of the old tests that's going around. You remember that pandemic we all had? Yeah, I got it. I got the bad one, dudes. I got the big old Corona beer. That's the one. I got it. I've currently got the COVID, and it sucks. It's horrible. It's really, it's just dreadful. Anyway, so this video, I said about doing this before. This is me playing with random teammates in duos, seeing if I can either carry or be carried and get some wins. As you can see, it's not going too well on the old seesaws here, and my teammate has finished before me. And I think they had a helmet. So I'll introduce you to SlothKnight 09 as my teammate for this first match, and this is going to be the start of a new series. I actually have quite a few of these recorded, if I remember, and it's going to be a series of playing with random teammates and seeing how it goes. Oh, that was a risky jump and dive. This was gameplay from a little while ago, last season, so I can't actually remember exactly what happens, even though I've already edited this together. So my teammate here is one of the helmet wearers, one of the classics, SlothKnight 09. An absolute legend, probably. We don't know, you'll have to wait and see. This is my least favourite variation of fruit shoot. I really hate the berries. Look at that, see, they just come towards me every single time. They hate me. Berries, go away. That's not very nice of you, you idiots. Right, anyway, so here we go. Looking like we're gonna get a 4th place? Yeah, 4th place. How's that good old teammate doing? SlothKnight 09. Doing good, and somehow that takes us straight to a final. Fruit shoot into a final? I know. And for some reason, this little sussy Amogus looking character decides to start grabbing me immediately. So cruel. So there'll be minimal editing on this series, because it's basically a way for me to just get some extra videos out for you all. If I could, I'd try and do daily uploads, but especially at the moment, I don't think that's gonna happen. Sorry. I just really keep getting grabbed here, don't I? What's going on? Almost accidentally got in the way of my teammate there. If they fell into the slime because of me, I don't know if I could live with myself. It would be horrible. So, only one person eliminated so far. Make that 2. I actually really like Thin Ice. I used to find Thin Ice a bit tough, and occasionally a bit boring, but now I've seen just how much strategy there can actually be. You have to be really careful with where you go at different times. You have to really look ahead in this level, and pay a lot of attention to where people are, and where land is, and where you can cut off others. As you can see here, I've managed to accumulate some very sparse hex ice tiles, and it's just enough to secure that win. Hell yeah. Me and SlothKnight 09, absolute random dream team. Brilliant. You'll love to see that, don't you? Let's get straight into the next round. So these episodes will be however many rounds it takes me to sell out. Sorry, I mean hit 10 minutes. So that was quite a quick first round. But let's see how the second one goes. I decided in this one to dress up actually using my golden chicken costume, which I unlocked a little while back. Because I feel like if you have a random teammate on your team, you want them to stick around, right? You want them to think that they might have a chance of winning. And look, there's someone from a previous episode behind me. There's a bone there. An Amogus bone. Wonderful. So I decided to risk it for a biscuit here and go for the shortcut, where I get very quickly denied. So I decide to instead just take the safe way here. Hopping over and going through the middle. Haven't seen my teammate yet. Where are they? Are they up to no good? Let's see. But hopefully they realise that I'm a golden chicken, and they should definitely try their best. Here they are. It's Barra 4334. They've got the little frog pouch. And they do the same thing I do at the shortcut, just a little bit later. But I've got the faith. They seem to have a good understanding of how to jump and move. Not everyone does. New players often struggle with certain movements, especially when it comes to diving or grabbing. But this person's playing it very carefully. They're doing really well. They wait instead of just running into the fan there at the end. And they're going to get through the finish line. Which means we qualify for round 2. I cut this one a little bit because, let's face it, Big Shots is not the most entertaining level visually to watch. It's kind of fun when it's got the blast balls, but otherwise, not really a lot happens. I do get grabbed a lot in this level because obviously I'm a golden chicken, but either way, the team make it through. We both survive, which gives us a wall guys next. This one could be a real challenge, especially for random teammates. If you get stuck in the back of the pack, it can be incredibly difficult to actually grab onto anything, really, because you'll just end up grabbing on the beans or getting stuck, and it can be just hellish. So I decided to just try and do my absolute best here and hope that I can get a decent enough position that my teammate doesn't have to do supreme. So I decided to pull this big old box into place. I can just about jump onto it now, but then I realise actually, now I've moved that one and everyone's gone to that one, there's one over here on the other side. So I'll actually spend all my time moving this one, and hopefully everyone else won't see it, but they did. And trying to grab onto it, as you can see, I did get a little bit of a block there from that other bean. They got to me a bit before, and then I mess up the dive. I probably didn't even have to dive there to grab onto that one. But it works perfectly when I attempt it there, and luckily it's helped my teammate really well. So my teammate is through the line before me, and that's what good teamwork is about. You don't have to necessarily do better than your teammate, you just have to make it so that they can at least qualify. It really helps. So that leaves us with just 5 squads, and puts us straight into another final actually. This one being Hexagon, and I'm going to show the entire one of this so you can see exactly how I play Hexagon. And because I'm ill, so it makes it to a 10-minute video. Because I just can't do too much at the moment. Sorry. I'm doing my best. Okay? So, we take it a little bit slow at the beginning here. You don't really have to take it slow at the beginning. It doesn't make a massive difference. Do a little cheeky grab on the croc. And then we kind of jump dive for the last few tiles. These jump dives are a bit quick. I've managed to slow them down a lot here. I'll let my teammate get that last tile. This is some good teamwork. Both teammates this video have been really good. It's wonderful to see. I decided to jump and block off the crocodile again. I think it's the same crocodile, I don't remember seeing another one. Always leave yourself room to come back by skipping some tiles. I'm going to try and pull off a cheeky grab on Godzilla again and fail to make it to the other island that I made myself. Whoops! Sometimes you make a little bit of a challenge for yourself. Sometimes the jump's a little bit too far away. And then the Godzilla cuts me off, but then they kind of just fall down. We're doing okay. The teammate's still going strong, somewhere. So I cut off these people. And we get a few more tiles to ourselves. Not loads, but enough. And this whole time I'm looking around below me, seeing what's safe, seeing where I can go, and focusing on where I can cut off to give myself, even if it's just a few tiles. Do I try and jump this one? No. If I dived into that, I think it would have been an instant death. I would have bounced off and landed straight in the slime. Sometimes it's worth taking a big risk. Sometimes it's really not, especially if you're not already on the bottom row. Sometimes a big risk, a lot in my situation, can be all it needs to happen to make you lose. So I see a few more little bits over here, and I'm hoping if I can jump and dive slow enough, maybe we can get that win again. And look, there's only one further player. Where are they? They're falling into the slime, which means we take that victory. I hope you're going to enjoy this series. This is the first of a few, I'd imagine. Thank you so much for watching. Oh, I'm ill. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.